Jack Doherty didn't just lose his money. He speedran financial ruin like it was an Olympic sport.
Guys, let's see how fast we can hit my galaxy goal. I'm gonna follow everyone back once we hit it.
And honestly, watching someone mess up a multi-million-dollar empire this badly is almost poetic. We're talking about a guy who went from pulling in $500,000 monthly to begging for Instagram follows like he's running a digital lemonade stand.
Everything, bro. When I met this girl, I was making $1.5 million a month. Now, I'm making probably a tenth of that.
The mansion's gone, the supercar's repossessed, and word on the street is he's back at mom's house trying to figure out how rent works. And you know what? It couldn't have happened to a more deserving person. So let me paint you a picture of how a teenage millionaire became a cautionary tale with a broken McLaren and a police record.
Holy bro, I'm so dog. I'm furious. I'm so angry. Look, she packed all over.
Rewind to 2017. Jack Doherty was just a 14-year-old kid with a camera who discovered the cheat code to YouTube success: be as annoying as legally possible. His formula was disturbingly simple. Target random strangers in public spaces, make situations worse until they snapped, then make money off their discomfort. It was basically psychological warfare with a subscribe button, and YouTube's algorithm absolutely ate it up like candy. While normal teenagers were stressing about algebra tests and prom dates, Jack was perfecting the art of public harassment and calling it content creation. By 2019, the kid was printing money. Industry estimates put his monthly ad revenue between $40,000 and $60,000, and that's just from YouTube ads alone. Then you add in the sponsorship deals, energy drinks that apparently never watched his videos, mobile games run by people with zero quality control, random clothing brands desperate for teenage attention, and suddenly this high schooler was pulling 6 figures monthly. For context, that's more than most doctors make, and Jack's biggest skill was knowing how to annoy people on camera. The American dream was alive and well, except it was built on a foundation of other people's misery. The money went straight to his head faster than a champagne bottle at a Vegas nightclub. Jack started spending like he discovered an infinite money glitch. First came the mansion, a $30,000 per month rental because apparently buying property requires too much commitment when you're busy being a teenage menace. Then the supercar collection started rolling in. A McLaren 720S for $315,000, a Lamborghini Aventador for $500,000, multiple Mercedes G-Wagons because apparently one luxury SUV isn't enough, and a Rolls-Royce he claimed cost $400,000. His garage looked like a luxury dealership exploded, and his teenage audience was eating it up with a spoon, convinced that harassing strangers was a real career path. But here's where Jack's business model gets really disturbing. By 2022, simple harassment pranks weren't generating the money he needed to keep up his lifestyle. YouTube's algorithm was changing, sponsors were getting picky, ad rates were dropping, and Jack needed fresh ways to make money. His solution? Start what he called a talent management group, which sounds professional until you realize it was just taking advantage of barely legal girls with Instagram followings and zero business experience. Jack's pitch was slick. He'd target women between 18 and 20 on social media, girls with decent followings but no understanding of contracts or industry standards, and promised them easy money through OnlyFans. What these girls didn't understand was that Jack's contracts were absolutely predatory, giving him between 50% and 70% of their earnings while he controlled everything. Their posting schedules, their pricing, even the specific types of content they created. He basically turned these girls into employees without calling them employees, and the profit margins were insane. One of Jack's former partners, McKinley Richardson, who dated him for 2 years, finally pulled back the curtain on this operation in early 2023. She revealed that Jack pressured her into creating adult subscription content despite it going against everything she believed in, threatening to send her home if she refused.
I was so against it. It was against everything that I was, raised with, and it just really bothered me, but he told me he'd send me back home if I didn't.
And get this, Jack admitted on stream that he was making $500,000 monthly just from her content alone. $500,000 every single month. His girlfriend had become his primary income source. Not his YouTube pranks, not his brand deals, but her subscription account that he controlled. The kid had basically turned his relationship into a business asset and thought he'd pulled off some genius move. But Jack's mind games went even deeper than financial exploitation. According to leaked Discord messages, he would pit his talent against each other, creating fake competition for better contract terms. Creators who didn't hit monthly targets faced less promotion or straight-up contract ending. It was corporate cutthroat tactics applied to young women creating subscription content, and Jack was running it from his rental mansion while taking most of their earnings. Then his partner had enough and left. But she didn't just leave. she burned the whole operation to the ground on her way out, changed the passwords, grabbed the account logins, and vanished with the entire business setup. Jack didn't just get dumped, he got fired from his own scheme. His monthly income dropped from $500,000 to maybe a tenth of that overnight. And instead of processing this privately like a normal human being, his first instinct was to grab the ring light and live stream the entire breakdown. He spent hours listing receipts like he was filing for a refund, claiming he'd sacrificed everything for her while completely missing the irony that he'd literally made money off their entire relationship. But wait, because Jack's financial collapse was just getting started. With his OnlyFans empire destroyed and his girlfriend gone, Jack was suddenly burning through about $90,000 monthly while bringing in maybe $15,000 from his badly reduced YouTube revenue. The math wasn't working anymore. Mansion rent was due, employee salaries needed paying, supercar payments were stacking up, and Jack was running out of options faster than his McLaren runs out of grip in the rain. So he did what every desperate influencer does when the money dries up. He discovered crypto scams. Specifically, he discovered how ridiculously easy it was to create worthless tokens and convince his teenage audience they were real investment opportunities. Jack launched a meme coin on Solana, promoted it constantly across every platform, posted fake screenshots showing massive gains.
Okay guys, today's gonna be the craziest day in crypto meme coin trading history. I'm very excited for today. I'm holding to a $100 million market cap on live, so make sure you guys tune in, you don't want to miss it.
Hired other influencers to promote the coin and made increasingly bold promises about returns. He even claimed major crypto exchanges were interested in listing it, which was about as true as his claim that he cared about his audience. For a few weeks, it actually worked. The coin's value shot up thousands of percent. Jack's Discord exploded with success stories. Kids were taking out loans, draining savings accounts, even stealing from their parents to buy more tokens. They trusted him because he'd been entertaining them for years, not realizing that to Jack, they were just another way to make money. Then Jack dumped everything. Blockchain analysis revealed that he and his associates sold about 87% of their holdings over a 48-hour period, crashing the price by 96%. Best estimates suggest Jack's fans lost over $2.8 million combined. Thousands of literal children who trusted him with their futures watched their investments become worthless overnight. Meanwhile, Jack personally made around $1.2 million from his pre-sale holdings and immediately moved the profits to offshore accounts. The crypto community labeled it one of the most obvious scams of 2024, and Jack thought he was untouchable. Spoiler alert, he absolutely was not. October 15th, 2024, 3:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the exact moment Jack Doherty's empire began its final collapse. Jack was live streaming on Kick while driving his McLaren through downtown Miami during a heavy rainstorm, the kind of downpour that makes experienced drivers pull over and wait it out. But Jack didn't do that because content waits for no one, not even basic road safety. The McLaren speedometer hit 78 miles per hour when Jack lost control. The car hydroplaned for about 150 feet and slammed into a concrete barrier with enough force to bend the carbon fiber frame and deploy every airbag at once. But here's what made the crash truly infamous and perfectly shows who Jack Doherty really is. His immediate reaction wasn't concern for his injured cameraman Michael, wasn't shock at nearly dying, wasn't fear or relief or any normal human emotion. It was pure excitement about the content he just created. The live stream stayed active for another 8 minutes while emergency responders arrived, and Jack spent that time reading chat comments and asking viewers to smash that like button for the crazy crash content. Within hours, the clip had 15 million views across all platforms. Those views came with consequences that Jack clearly hadn't thought about.
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Oh, Michael. Are you okay? Holy fuck. Oh my god, bro.
Kick permanently banned him for putting lives at risk on stream, and his monthly $70,000 paycheck from the platform vanished overnight. Energy drink companies, mobile game developers, fashion brands, and tech companies began ending contracts immediately because, shockingly, brands don't want to be associated with reckless driving that nearly killed someone. Jack lost about $1.8 million in confirmed sponsorship deals between October and December 2024. Companies that had been paying him $50,000 to $100,000 per sponsored video suddenly ghosted him harder than McKinley did. So here's to Jack Doherty. May his downfall serve as a warning to every wannabe influencer who thinks exploitation is a business model. Sometimes the best content isn't what you create, it's watching what you built come crashing down around you. But let me know in the comments what you think about Jack Doherty's financial collapse.